Okay, we're ready.
Yes.
Welcome to the Metabolic Chronicles. Welcome to the Metabolic. Yeah.
Take two.
Welcome to the Metabolic Chronicles Vlogcast, episode 21.
That's copyrighted.
It's copyrighted, by the way. First off, rest in peace, Yellow Benji of the Ghetto Brothers.
Oh yeah.
He died from complications of dialysis. If you don't know who the Ghetto Brothers are, they were old school Bronx gang, and they helped basically usher in hip hop. So anybody who's involved with hip hop, you don't know who the Ghetto Brothers is, go do your fucking homework. Happy news for me, and probably a whole bunch of other people in the hip hop community. Lil Yachty's debut album flopped. He said people didn't buy his album because they didn't understand him. Because you mumble all through your songs. That's why they don't understand you. So, yeah, I'm happy it flopped. It only sold 40,000 records. For a guy that's being heavily pushed by these record labels and through streaming, videos, iTunes.
He said Capital has no problem with him.
Physical copies, 40,000 units is a flop. So, thank God.
Question is what his download numbers are going to be. I mean, most of it's going to be pirated, but what the hell would his download?
No, that's everything. Nowadays, when they tell you 40,000 copies, that's everything. Streaming, downloads, physical.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're a fucking flop. Good for him. Trap rapper XXXTentacion.
Oh, triple X.
No, fuck him.
Tentacion.
Extension, whatever his fucking name is, got knocked out on stage.
I saw that.
And he was barefoot. First off, why the fuck are you on stage barefoot? And then he got knocked out, and like nobody was helping him. He was like out.
That was a setup, right?
That was the dude that got knocked out, and the track kept playing.
Yes,
yeah.
the track.
He
Yeah,
was
that's what
singing?
was that. I think that's why they knocked him out. Cause they realized he wasn't singing his song, and they were like, "I paid $30 for this shit."
Yeah, like he got knocked out, and then like
you hear the song,
still playing.
Yeah,
and it's all good. You see him like locked on the floor. Guy,
my thing is, how the fuck the dude got on stage?
He just rushed it.
Just rushed
He just rushed the stage and knocked him out.
That was the setup.
It was hilarious though, because like you see his big ass feet fly in the air, and then like they carry him off like a sorority girl and shit when she's too drunk. Like, Denise, you had too much to drink, and they pick him up and he's like lifeless and shit.
Yo, they carried him like like Kevin Costner carried Whitney Houston, the bodyguard.
It was done. It was hilarious. Mighty Mouse released a statement regarding his beef with the UFC. Of course, if you haven't noticed that they've been trying to push the fight with TJ Dillashaw. He said he's not he's willing to fight TJ Dillashaw, but TJ Dillashaw has to get in line. Also because TJ Dillashaw hasn't been on 125, so he doesn't know if he can make the weight to 125. So to just give him the title shot without him being proven at 125 makes no sense. Then on top of that, he found out through social media like everybody else. So in his head is like, I'm the champ. I work for the company. I'm a company man. Y'all couldn't pass this by me before you decided to shoot it on social media. So yeah, he's been mad about that shit.
Yeah, he came out a little while after pretty much Dana's been pushing the fight and he's been refusing the fight. It's been a weird thing because Dana White now all of a sudden is saying that he is not the pound for pound best fighter in the UFC or in the world, period.
Conor is.
Conor McGregor is the man who
hasn't defended his belt.
Who hasn't defended any belts yet, and is holding up his division.
He held up 2 divisions at one point. He was holding up 2 divisions
at one point. But you know, Aldo lost his belt.
Max got his belt.
Max got the belt now.
That still was a good.
So that's that one, and
he's holding up 155.
He's still holding up the 155 division. Doesn't look like. I mean, with this whole fucking.
We'll talk about that one later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. That whole Floyd thing. But yeah, how is he gonna be the best pound for pound fighter in the world when he hasn't even defended the belt? Mighty Mouse has defended his belt, what, 8 times? 10. He's a 10.
He's tied with Anderson Silva.
He's 10 times. He's a 10-time champion, basically. And you're going to say this man is, mind you, he has pretty much finished everybody he's fought, even when he's dominated everybody he's fought.
Even if it goes to decision, it's been domination.
Yeah, even when it goes to decision, he's been dominant. It's clear wins. there's nobody in the ring that is as good as Mighty Mouse, and for some reason the UFC never thought to push him. They don't push that division at all.
Yeah, they even threatened Mighty Mouse that
they threatened to shut down the division if Mighty Mouse doesn't fight T.J. Dillashaw.
Didn't he say it wasn't going to affect his legacy if he doesn't fight him?
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
It doesn't.
And then on top of that, Mighty Mouse was thinking about going up in weight after
to fight Cody.
Yeah, after breaking the record. Prior to the T.J. Dillashaw fight, he wanted to fight Cody Garbrandt, and they told him that fight would not draw any views on pay-per-views. That's their big thing with Demetrius Johnson. They say that he can't draw pay-per-view numbers. He can't draw anything on the pay-per-view.
But they don't push him. They don't promote him. Nothing.
You don't push him. You don't promote him. For some reason, you don't give him pay-per-view points, which every other champion gets.
Well, no, but he wanted that though. He wanted his money up front, from what I heard. But it's not earlier contract.
I mean, but he said that he's never been offered it.
Yeah.
In the statement he put out, he's never been offered it. When he asked for the Cody Garbrandt fight, they told him, no, you're gonna fight Ray Borg. That's a better fight for you. But all of a sudden, the guy that Cody Garbrandt was supposed to fight prior to his surgery, T.J. Dillashaw. All of a sudden, this is an exciting fight.
It is an exciting fight. Don't get me wrong. I do want to see it.
It's a good fight, but it's not.
It's not a super fight.
It's not a super fight, and it's not a good fight for Demetrius Johnson.
It makes no sense.
Exactly. It makes no sense business-wise. It doesn't make any sense for him fight-wise.
Because if he doesn't make the weight, then there's no reason for him to defend the belt. And then if he loses.
On top of that, according to Demetrius Johnson, the UFC, he asked the UFC who's he going to fight. If they give him, he already reluctantly agreed to fight Ray Borg. He wanted to fight Sergio Pettis.
Pettis got hurt.
Yeah, but he thought it was a better fight. Right. They told him no, you're fighting Ray Borg.
So, he already signed the contract for Borg too.
Yeah, so he agreed. He reluctantly agreed to fight Ray Borg. He signed the contract, and after that contract was signed and everybody was in agreement. All of a sudden, Cody Garbrandt gets hurt. T.J. Dillashaw wants to fight Demetrius.
For a belt.
Yeah,
he just wants a belt.
For some reason, he picked Demetrius Johnson. I don't know if he thought that was the easier fight for him, but whatever. Demetrius Johnson said no. Now, pretty much the UFC, well, at least Dana White, has been on a slander campaign against...
Which makes no sense. You're the president of the company. Yeah. You shouldn't even be talking about your fighters like this.
Yeah, so he's been going off, and he's been on a slander... He's been slandering, basically, Demetrius Johnson this entire time, saying he's not pound-for-pound best fighter. Mind you, 2 months prior, when they asked him the same question, he pretty much said... Well, he didn't even pretty much say. He outright said... Demetrius Johnson is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Now, all of a sudden,
period.
It's Conor McGregor.
2 months later, it's Conor McGregor all of a sudden. Mind you, Conor hasn't been active in fuck knows how long already.
Yeah. He's been training for Floyd.
So yeah, he's pushing for that Floyd Mayweather debacle. Personally, I side with Demetrius Johnson on this one.
Same here.
Yeah, like when you have to find out about your fight or an upcoming fight
on Instagram or Twitter.
He said he found out through his Twitch followers.
That's even more embarrassing.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's embarrassing. He's your champ.
Yeah, like he found out when he was streaming fucking Street Fighter, when he was playing Street Fighter on Twitch. How the fuck do you do that to a guy you 2 months prior you called him the best pound for pound fighter in the world? Yet you guys never saw fit to push him or his division. It's really weird. It's really stupid.
WME.
I've been saying it. WME getting into the UFC, into this fight game, pretty much turned the UFC into the WWE.
Damn.
They're all about these big money fights that don't make sense. Yeah, like it's not what it used to be, where you had a real ranking system and pretty much everybody in the top 5 fought each other and basically lined up for whoever was going to fight the champion. It also helped that Joe Silva.
Yeah, Joe Silva. Yeah.
When Joe Silva was there, Joe Silva was really good at making matches for them. Since he's been gone, it's been very much downhill.
I think it's Sean Shelby now.
Yeah, he's not very good at his job. So back to Demetrius Johnson. He basically reluctantly took the Ray Borg fight. After Cody got hurt, TJ wanted to fight Demetrius. They came back and they told Demetrius that you're not going to fight Ray Borg, you're going to fight TJ Dillashaw. He said no. He already signed on for Ray Borg, and he already took a really unfavorable offer to fight Ray Borg. But since he's a company guy, he agreed to it.
And another thing was the UFC told him that when he said, who am I fighting, TJ or Ray Borg? And they were like, if TJ doesn't make the weight, we'll have Ray Borg waiting. So they don't even have faith in TJ making the weight. So then Demetrius goes, so who the fuck do I train for? So he's basically, if he takes the TJ fight, he has to train for 2 different people. Because they're not sure if fucking TJ makes the fucking weight. So, again, Mighty Mouse doesn't need to take that fight. Yeah. It's too many risks and no reward.
Yeah, I mean, there's no win for him on it. If he loses his belt. If he wins, he breaks his record. But it's pointless because he doesn't really earn anything.
And then on top of that, we don't know if TJ, if he does make the weight and fights and wins, if he's gonna stay in that division and defend that belt, or if he's just gonna keep that belt to use it as leverage, so he could get more money when he fights Cody.
Yeah, it's just really stupid.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. I side with Demetrius Johnson.
I side with Demetrius all the way too.
Like the way Dana White's been talking and running his mouth. I mean, I appreciate everything Dana has done for the sport and what he did to grow it. But I think he needs to either step aside or step away for a while because he's acting completely.
Yeah, he acts like he can do no wrong.
Yeah,
I think because he has so much success, he's thinking like, now I can do no wrong.
I think in his head he thinks he has this magical golden touch that somehow he's infallible and everything he does is right, which everybody knows. If anybody's been following MMA, it's wrong. This is the same man who said there'll never be a female division in the UFC.
Anderson Silva won't be a star.
Yeah, exactly. Anderson Silva wouldn't be a star. He was going to put Anderson Silva's title fights on mid-cards at a certain point when Anderson Silva was pretty much dominating everybody. I think Demetrius Johnson is
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he's that level of a fighter. He's an Anderson Silva level fighter. Every other opponent next to him is so far behind him in skills, in terms of skill and ability, that he just makes it look easy. Like these guys, the guys he's fighting are not easy guys to beat.
Yeah, Henry Cejudo, Joseph Benavidez, they're not bums.
Yeah, they're not bum fighters. It's just that he's that good.
He always has a great game plan for all of them.
Yeah, he always comes in with great game plans. He doesn't get beat up in any of these fights. He's very fast, really good hands, really good wrestling, and he always has a really good game plan for everybody.
Yeah.
So his game is just that much higher. Everybody's just trying to catch up.
Maybe they will, or maybe he might retire like that.
Yeah, I mean, if they age him...
I mean, from the way it looks at it, he might retire.
Yeah, and like, I love the fact that when Dana White threatened to shut down his division if he doesn't take that TJ Dillashaw fight, he said then shut it down.
Stood his ground.
He said shut it down. Because I'll tell you right now, if he leaves the UFC, he's going to Bellator.
Yup.
All Dana White...
World Series of Fighting.
Yeah. All Dana White is doing, he's going to go to Bellator because they're going to give him money. All Dana White is doing is pretty much, he's basically filling Scott Coker's roster up for him with a lot of the tactics that he's using.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, it's stupid, and it's really unprofessional. Like, I really feel like WME besides the Reebok deal, they're one of the worst things that happened to the UFC. I feel like the Fertitta brothers, at the very least, were able to rein in Dana White.
Yeah, they kept him in check. Because whenever fighters have problems with Dana, they will go to Lorenzo. They will go to the Fertitta brothers.
So, like, now with WME, he's a fucking czar, apparently.
Fucking czar.
And
fucking kidding me.
Yeah, he seems to have unlimited say and power in here. But the problem is
they gotta put a filter on him.
Yeah. They need to media train him. And two, he keeps forgetting that these fighters aren't. They're not his employees. They're contractors. They fight per contract. So he can't tell them who they're gonna fight and when they're gonna fight. They can just agree to which fights they're gonna take.
Yeah.
So him trying to tell Demetrius Johnson that, hey, this fight, you're fighting this fight. No, if Demetrius Johnson doesn't agree with it, guess what? The fight doesn't happen.
He's the champion.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Strip him of his belt? It's not a mandatory fight. The guy's not even in his weight class.
Exactly.
So you can go kick rocks with that. If anything, his mandatory fight would be Ray fucking Borg.
Or Sergio Pettis.
Or Sergio Pettis.
Or Henry Cejudo or...
Yeah, or anybody else.
Benavidez.
Anybody else he's beating for the 5th fucking time.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's it with Mighty Mouse and Dana. Sneaker Boutique, The Goodwill Out, released photos of their upcoming collab with Diodora. And they're trash.
Damn.
The V7000 is just awful looking. It's this ugly off-white and this nasty pink, dark, like light purple, like teal. And then the S8000 isn't that bad. It's a cool looking red with the teal underneath. The V7000 is based on Caligula, and the S8000 is based on another Roman emperor. But I forgot to take down the name. But dope concept, terrible execution. They look like general releases that Diodoro probably would never release. Well, maybe that S8000 they would release. But I think they're just bragging about the material because they're like, oh, we got horsehair. It has linen in it instead of mesh. It has high quality linen and high quality leather on it. But they're fucking ugly. And I'm a Diodora fanatic. I love Diodoras. I got a pair of Diodoras on right now. But holy shit, they're whack. They're fucking trash. And I was kind of hyped off the trailer. I was like, oh shit, a nice pink shoe, like maybe something like pastel for the summer. And when I saw the pictures, I was like, yuck, these shits are ugly. Like I said, the concept was dope. The shoe itself is ugly.
Yeah, good.
Just as ugly.
No, that ain't it.
Oh, man.
Those are the weaves. You gotta look up the Goodwill Out Diodora S8000. You just put V7000, it's not gonna show. You gotta put the Goodwill Out. But yeah, they're fucking ugly. Like I said, I wish, because the materials they have on it, it sounds nice. Execution is garbage. It's so bad. I mean, I see some dudes, they were amping it up because the Diodoro logo is like this distressed gold look. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. There you go, right there.
Oh, them shits is fucking hideous.
They're hideous. And then they have horsehair in the back by the heel.
The fuck is that shit,
by the heel.
man?
Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
It's
so
like hot pink and
yeah,
like gold
foil. And then all this is horsehair. Right here's horsehair.
Like this looks like gold foil.
Yeah, this is supposed to be distressed gold.
This is ugly.
It's ugly.
That's an ugly shoe.
That's an ugly.
Ugly shoe. I'm skipping on it. I don't think the resale on this is gonna go anything past retail. Maybe $20-$30 past retail. I don't even think they're gonna sell out.
I think all them the fuckboys is gonna.
Well, you know what? That's the worst part about the Diodoro community. As much as I love the Diodoro community, whenever Diodoro puts out a collab, it doesn't matter how trash it is. These guys buy it just because it's a collab. It's trash, yo. If you guys listen to this podcast, it's trash. Just stop. I understand you got a love for a sneaker brand. I do too. But when something is trash, it's trash. The S8000 is cool. The S8000 is cool. I would pass on it, but I wouldn't be like, oh shit, those shits are dumb ugly. The V7000 is dumb ugly.
That's an ugly shoe.
It's an ugly shoe. We'll put a picture up during the editing. Let's talk about UFC Fight Night. This was Travis Brown versus Derek Lewis. No,
Travis Brown.
Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt versus Derek Lewis. I don't want to go through all these fights. So I'm gonna go through fights that were pretty.
It's like a dad fight.
Accurate.
Let's go. Let's start with John Moraga versus Ashkan Mokhtarian. Round 1, Moraga. Mokhtarian went for 2 takedowns, and each time Moraga beat the shit out of him on the ground. Round 2, I gave it to Moraga again. Almost the same as the first. Round 3, Moraga again. He gets to take down Beast Mokahara, the baby shit, for the rest of the round. Moraga 3 rounds to none. Luke Jomo versus Dominic Steele. That was a pretty boring fight. Damian Brown versus, what's his fucking name? Vinio Pachel. Pachel by knockout. He was losing in the stand-up to Brown, but he kept his cool and catches Brown rushing in with an uppercut. He put Brown the fuck to sleep. Yeah, that was a good uppercut. This was an interesting fight. Tim Elliott versus Ben Nguyen. Tim Elliott, in case you didn't know, he fought Demetrius Johnson. He gave him... I mean, people kept saying he gave Demetrius Johnson trouble, but I didn't see any trouble. I just think he was just flopping around like a fish most of the fight. But Ben Nguyen choked him out by rear naked choke, and it was almost immediately. Like, Tim Elliott tried to do that flippy shit that he did with Demetrius Johnson, and Nguyen wasn't having none of that shit and just cradled him, put him in the rear naked choke, and called it a day. Dan Hooker versus Ross Pearson.
Ouch.
2 guys with salty ass fuck records. Both of them half wins, half losses. But for this card, they were like trying to amp up Hooker like he's the future of New Zealand MMA. But no.
Nah.
Round 1 I gave to Hooker. He was piecing up the shit out of Ross Pearson. He landed a lot of leg kicks on that first round, and Ross Pearson didn't seem to answer back any of them. Round 2, Hooker by knockout. Pearson came in rushing in on Hooker, and he was doing the Mike Tyson bob and weave, and Hooker just timed it and threw a knee.
Yeah, he ducked right into that knee.
And he went out cold. Cold.
Side point on that fight. Personally, I thought Ross Pearson looked like she looked really good on stand-up. He wasn't checking the kicks or anything, but his
hands were looking cool.
His hands were looking really good. His head movement was looking really good. It just got the better of him. He kept
doing it.
He kept dipping in the same direction every time he threw his jabs, and he was setting up those shots. He just timed it, made him eat a knee. That shit was ugly.
I think Pearson should retire.
I think Pearson's at that point where I think Ross Pearson's at that point where he should just probably.
He looks incredibly old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looks like he's been in so many wars. His face is just aging badly.
Yeah, I mean, not like Ross Pearson, but I think it's the point.
His face is sloping, like from all the scar tissue. I think he needs to retire.
Yeah, like I like Ross Pearson. I always like the fact that every time he comes in, he always comes in to fight. He's never. Like,
he's an exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah, he's a good fighter to watch. He ain't the best fighter in the world, but he's always exciting to fight. He always brings it.
Yeah, he always has a dog in the fight. I like him that.
But yeah, I think it's about time he hung up his gloves. Like he's
probably gonna fight one more fight and call it a day.
Yeah, he's way too hurt.
Derek Brunson versus Daniel Dad Body Kelly, the judo master.
Oh my God.
Derek Brunson by knockout. He starched Old Man Kelly. That was in the first round.
Yeah, when I saw that fight, I was like, why is this old man fighting? Like,
I like Daniel Kelly. Probably one of the GOATs.
Yeah, goats because he has gray hair.
He always comes with like 2 knee pads, ankle pads.
Yeah, he looks like Patrick Ewing back in the day.
Yes, a white Patrick Ewing. Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out. Let's talk about Derek Lewis versus Mark Hunt. Round 1, I gave to Lewis. He landed the better shots and some good head kicks, which I was surprised.
Yeah.
Round 2, I gave to Hunt. Lewis was controlling the round, but then hurt him. Mark Hunt hurt him and started pushing Lewis to steal the round. And then they both started to exchange leather, and I felt Mark Hunt got the better of that.
Yeah. Plus, Derek Lewis started gassing that round.
Then round 3, I gave to Hunt. Derek Lewis is getting tired. He keeps circling but not doing anything.
Yeah, he was burnt out.
Yeah, and then round 4, Hunt by TKO. Derek Lewis was completely gassed. He wasn't even hurt. What was the funny thing? He wasn't hurt.
No, he was just fucking
He was so exhausted. But then he talked about that his back was done. So, I mean, then he talked about retiring in his post-fight. Well, like I said, Derek Lewis, you got to let him talk. So, he said he's going to retire.
I don't think so, though, because he had just signed a contract with the UFC.
Yeah, he signed a big contract with the UFC. What I found funny was that now all of a sudden, Derek Lewis loses, and Travis Brown comes out the cemetery to talk shit. Like, you know, we can run it back and all this stuff.
Yeah,
and I was
nobody wants to run
nobody want to run it
back,
back with you, bro. Like,
get out of here.
Team fuck Travis Brown.
Hashtag fuck Travis Brown.
Brown.
Team fuck Travis Brown.
It's all day. Team fuck Travis Brown with the hashtag in the front.
Day.
Man.
You
ruined Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you and Edmund.
You and Edmund.
They're both ruined it. Like you fucking nuts. Just fucking brought her skill level down.
Okay, so let's talk about the Double XL magazine. Put out its freshman cover for another year in a row. They might as well just put a dumpster on fire every fucking year. I mean,
yeah, like they should just put.
Can you find the cover, please? Cause I don't even know like 95% of the niggas on that shit.
Yeah, I can.
No, we're gonna do it on the computer. Double XL freshman 2017.
I'm saying I got the thing we can read off the names.
Oh yeah, we can read off the fucking names. Images.
So it's the next generation next apparently. They all look like fucking Muppets.
Okay, these are their names.
Kamaya.
Kyle Amine is Amine. So Amine or Amine. Ugly God.
Cat
His
G.
name is Ugly God. I actually heard a song from him. He's hot garbage.
Cat G.
Playboy Cardi.
Supposedly Playboy Cardi is supposed to be the one.
Bullshit.
That's what they saying.
Bullshit. PNB Rock. Ricky said A Boogie with the hood. What's the hoodie?
A Boogie.
You better wear a fucking hoodie every time I see you. If you're gonna give yourself a stupid fucking name like that.
Right there.
He's right there. He's not even wearing a fucking hoodie.
From the Bronx.
No, he's nice trash. Made in Toyo. T.O. Made in T.O. What the fuck? Cat G. No, we still going. Kamaya. That's probably the girl.
Yeah, that's the girl.
Okay, Kamaya. And she probably doesn't even fucking do hip hop.
She's
and test pop. And
she doesn't rap shit.
and Extension.
Yep, that's the one that got.
That's the dude that got knocked the fuck out with the big feet.
Right there.
He's trash. Who the hell's that guy that look like Obama?
Who looks like Obama?
That guy. Who's that looks like Obama?
With the Lou Reed shirt?
No. He has the he's in the back with the prayer hands. He looks like the Obama meme when they make him like a trap rapper. He looks just like. Who is that guy?
Who the fuck cares? That's who he is. He's who the fuck cares.
Yo, Double XL's a fucking joke.
Well, they have last year's too on the list.
Who cares?
Hip hop at a higher level.
Yeah, hip hop at a laughing level. This isn't hip hop. This shit is trap music. I'm tired of people lumping this shit in as hip hop. It's not fucking hip hop. These dudes don't know shit about the culture. Like, I don't care if a little nigga making money or whatever. Do your thing. Stop calling these niggas hip hop. It's not fucking hip hop. This shit is trash. And stop telling me that they're young kids. This is the new shit. You gotta respect it. Fuck you. Nas made Illmatic at 18.
And that was a classic.
And that was a fucking classic.
From start to end.
And that shows you the intelligence nigga had. Fucking Tribe Called Quest made their albums when they were like not even in their early 20s, I think 19 or 18, the same thing. So stop with this bullshit that they're young. These niggas are special ed students. Fucking crack babies. Fucking junkies. And y'all niggas celebrate this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Alright, we done with that one. Bellator signed Mike Goldberg and Mauro Ranallo to Bellator. Well, good signing by Scott Coker. I want to see Mike Goldberg. Mauro Ranallo's aight. He has his corny fucking moments.
Yeah, he throws us some corny shit.
But he's aight because, you know, I watch Strikeforce. So it's cool having Mauro.
He's actually really good when he's with Boss Rutan.
Yeah, he's really good when he's with Boss Rutan. I'm dying to hear Mike Goldberg because, you know, and it's all over, you know. And, of course, corn nuts. But I don't think Bellator has corn nuts. But Mike Goldberg, Goldie's back. Also, a dope move by Uriah Faber. He made a deal with Mountain Iron Aviation. They're going to give fighters free flights, fight bonuses, and teach them how to deal with their finances. That's a great move by Uriah Faber.
Yeah, he's going business.
Yeah, he's going business. And then on top of that, there's more incentive for people to go to Team Alpha Male. That's a good fucking look. That's great for fighters coming up. That's also great for fighters that are already established. If they want to go to a different camp and they're a lightweight fighter, trust me, they're going to go looking into Team Alpha Male.
Yeah.
Uriah Faber just made a big power move with that.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking power move.
That's gonna put him at it puts him in a really good position. One, to find talent, and two, like if it works out the way he wants it to, I mean, it's gonna put him in a really good negotiating position for his fighters when they have to make when they have to sit at the table to talk contracts again with the UFC or Bellator or wherever the hell they end up fighting. Like,
yeah.
Plus he's letting them live. The fact that they don't have to pay for travel anymore, that's big.
I think that also came about because of TJ.
Yeah.
Because remember, TJ was complaining about the money.
That was TJ. That was the reason TJ left. TJ, everybody likes to call TJ a snake, but
he was looking out for himself. That's what fighters do.
Yeah, at the very least, he's the catalyst for what this is. Like this was, in my opinion, this was Uriah's way of avoiding another TJ Dillashaw. And
because he don't want another champ bouncing when shit is not looking too great.
Just like with Miss Paige Van Zandt, she just recently she's gone from Alpha Male too. Like this is a really good way to retain talent. Same as attract it, it's a really good way to retain it. Because I remember TJ when he was talking about it, the reason he ended up signing with that other gym was because
they paid for a lot of shit.
They were paying for him to train, and he was like, I can't keep. Like his initial reason for it was that he couldn't keep flying back and forth between Colorado and California to train with both camps. So he flew out to Colorado to train with Wayne Ludwig, and then he would fly back to Sacramento to train with Team Alpha Male, and that adds
costs
up.
A lot of money.
Yeah, that adds up. Plus, the time away from your family and everything else. He made a decision for himself. I still don't think TJ is a snake in that sense. I mean,
it's just because of Conor. Conor said it, so now it's gospel.
Yeah, Conor said it, so it's gospel. I think he made the best choice for himself. Like any other fighter who was there would have probably made the exact same decision. You're gonna train me. You're gonna let me train here, and you're gonna pay me to train. Yeah, I'm fucking staying here.
Peace out.
Yeah, plus the guy who made me a champ is here too. I get to pick my team. Fuck yeah, I'm staying over there.
Peace out.
Like, yeah. Like the shit that motherfuckers change camp every day, and it just happens that TJ did it. Everybody wants to give him shit about it because fucking Tiny Chin over here.
Caligula Chin.
Yeah, like fucking Spartacus, he gets mad and he starts crying about it on fucking podcast and shit. And yeah, but I didn't hear him talking shit when everybody else was going to different fucking camps or went over to
when Chad Mendes and Joseph Benavidez went, he didn't have not one bone to pick with them.
Yeah, he ain't say shit. You know why he went after fucking TJ? Because he knew TJ wasn't gonna do nothing about it.
Yeah, TJ's a nice guy.
Yeah, except when he's fucking beating up Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah. Sad news. As much as we tear into John Jones, his mother died of complications from diabetes. Diabetes.
Silent killer.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
DC also put out a tweet giving condolences to John Jones and his family.
Yeah.
Also, I told you I don't give props to other podcasts on this vlogcast.
So why you doing it?
Shut up, because
the fuck you doing
this
it
is
for?
a moment.
You said that the last episode. Oh yeah, we don't talk about other vlogcasts or podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. But
we're the only vlogcast.
We're the only vlogcast. But I'm gonna give a props to especially podcasts out there because they see things the way I see things, and it's greatness. Props to Jack Slack for acknowledging the greatness that is Oluwale Bambosh.
I fucking knew it, yo. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Jack Slack, you my man. I knew you would see things the way I see things.
Jack Slack, you Bambosh.
Jack Slack, you know.
Jack Slack said Bambosh is going to be one of the greats. And I thank you because I see GOAT status when I see it, and he's GOAT. So props to you, Jack Slack. You're the only podcast I will give props to on my epic vlogcast.
Jack, Lay off the blood
fucking
pudding and
love
spotted
you.
dick, alright?
Stop worshiping.
Seriously, the man could barely fight for 3 fucking minutes.
Listen.
Stop worshiping.
Okay.
Like how he worshipped.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Jack Slack talking about the greatness that is Aloha Bambos. Alright? That wasn't the elephant in the room. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Oh, the shit show.
I said it was gonna happen. There's too much money on the table. It's happening.
It's a fucking joke.
August 26th. The weight is at 154 pounds. It's gonna be on Showtime pay-per-view. So now you know who's the A side. Floyd.
I mean, what else were they gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. But because they wouldn't say it's gonna be 50-50 type shit.
No.
Also, in the contracts, the purse is undisclosed. They cannot talk about their purse, so nobody knows exactly how much they're making. But I guarantee you, both of them are making over 100 mil.
But as far as saying Floyd's the A side because he got the Showtime fight,
and it's on the Mayweather Promotions.
Well, yeah, but he already has all that set up.
Yeah.
It's not like Conor McGregor has fucking
Yeah,
McGregor.
he has McGregor Promotions.
Yeah, where?
For boxing?
Fights in the fucking UFC.
Yeah, but he has it on as a company though.
Yeah, this fucking little fucking documentary
Yeah.
and shit.
So,
But Floyd Mayweather, he already has this whole thing set up, and he already knows the fucking how it works. So the fact that they gave him that, I'm pretty sure that was part of what he wanted to sign. I still don't think he's the A side because
his last fights flopped. Yeah.
Yeah, his last fights were flopping. Conor McGregor is the name now, so he is still the A side. The fact that they're not disclosing their purses says a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money on that table.
Also, in the press conference of Dana White and Ellerby, fucking Floyd's gay ass manager, Dana White also said that McGregor plans to defend his 155 title belt after the Floyd Mayweather fight, most likely
against Nate Diaz
in December. They said he's going to defend his belt in December if he has pending no injuries. Also, the UFC plans to do an embedded season for Mayweather McGregor, which I think is better because Showtime does terrible fight build up. So the UFC doing the embedded series, that's dope. I don't see Conor winning this fight in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is a money grab. Max Kellerman said something incredibly retarded. McGregor would not land one single punch. Dude, I've been watching Max Kellerman since he was doing public access on Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Well, Boxing Talk, that was the name of the shit, I think.
Mm-hmm. Before speaking Spanish.
Yeah, before speaking Spanish. And
shout out to Speaking
Spanish.
Spanish.
Shout out to Speaking Spanish.
Big Al.
If you're from Harlem and you have Manhattan Neighborhood Network
and Brooklyn,
Speaking Spanish was your show growing up as a teenager.
Before fucking Dominican USA, before whatever the fuck shit afterwards.
Speaking Spanish was the fucking truth. But yeah.
Big out his dirty ass.
But for Max Kellerman to say that Conor McGregor won't land a single punch,
it's probably the stupidest thing.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's not a chance in hell for me that Conor's gonna win. Because, like I said, I had this argument with a couple of my friends. It's instinct versus planning it out. Conor has to plan out his attack because he's not used to just fighting with his two hands. He's just fighting elbows, knees, kicks, takedowns, and that comes off on instinct. So now he has a set of rules in place. So now
he has to be mindful of what
he has to be mindful of what he's doing. So now when he sees an opening or something in his head, he might throw a kick. Now he's like, throw a punch. And he has to think about it.
Yeah, it's not just gonna come out.
It's not just gonna come out.
Kick him in
But
his chest.
yeah, so Floyd on the other hand, he's been training with those set of rules almost his whole life since he was a kid. So that's instinct for him. He sees an opening, his arms are already gonna go to that opening. So I don't see how Conor does this. He has a puncher's chance. But every boxer that stepped in the ring with Floyd had a puncher's chance, especially Canelo, especially Pacquiao.
Well, Conor punches though.
Conor punches, but he's wearing 10-ounce gloves. Those are bigger gloves. And now you're fighting against Floyd. And then, like I said, you can't kick, you can't grab, you can't elbow, you can't. So it's a
you're going against years of your training.
Yeah.
Like if you're so used to doing certain things, those things happen instant. Like Floyd Mayweather, the first thing he knows how to do if he sees you make a certain move is pop a jab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
and on top of that, Floyd clinches.
He collects his points.
Floyd clinches. What do you think Conor's gonna do when Floyd clinches? His reaction when it clinches, knee or elbow. He might throw an elbow by mistake because of instinct. We'll see.
Personally, like we've said already, this fight is just a money grab.
It's a money grab. I don't see how Conor wins this fight. I'll be bullshitting you if I say I didn't want to see it. Because if I don't have to pay for it, I'll see it.
Anybody watch anything for free.
Yeah.
But to pay for the fucker, no.
Like, if somebody I know is going to pay for it and invite me over, I'm there at the drop of a dime. But to sit in my house and
actually physically purchase it?
Purchase it, no.
So it's a cliche.
I understand the anger in the boxing community.
As the man who pays the cable bill here, I prohibit that fight from being in this house.
I understand the anger in the boxing community, but at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers still support Floyd. No matter how much bullshit fights he gave y'all, and y'all talk about y'all not gonna watch his fights, y'all still support him.
Mark?
Word? Y'all don't support Floyd?
I love Floyd.
All right,
How
then.
disrespectful are you?
His fights are fucking boring. Yo, in the boxing community, and I'm part of it, every time Floyd drops a fight, they're like, it's going to be one-sided. He's going to jab, and run. Jab, and run. I'm not paying to watch it.
And what's the object of boxing, fellas? To
hit
and not get hit.
It doesn't matter.
Right?
If the general consensus of the boxing fans say they're not going to pay for Floyd to watch his fights, and then they still do.
Because they want to see him get knocked the fuck out.
But they know it's not going to happen because he's not fighting fights.
They fucking delusional.
It's not even that. He doesn't... Most of his opponents aren't even top quality opponents. And I got to give him that. My biggest problem for a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans is that they're like Floyd Mayweather super groupies. Like, whoever he fights, all of a sudden, they're the best fighter in the world.
Like when he fought Robert Guerrero, he's a young, hungry lion. Robert Guerrero was getting mopped all over the fucking division. Andre Berto, he's a young, hungry lion. Fuck
I laughed at that.
Like,
I laughed at
exactly.
Andre Berto. I ain't gonna lie, I did laugh at Andre
Victor
Berto.
Cruz, he's a young, hungry lion. He's a dude that quits all the fucking time.
But my thing
yes
is,
or no?
When you talk to a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans about those fights, they make it seem like these guys were
I would easily come out and say hell no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But see, most of them do is talk about it like those fucking guys.
That's my gripe
yeah.
with the majority of boxing fans. They even do the shit with Canelo. When he was fighting Chavez.
Canelo fans are horrible.
When he was fighting Chavez, you know he was going to watch Chavez. Because he made Chavez drain down to 164 fucking pounds. And then they're like, yeah, this is the fight of the century. Canelo, look how good Canelo look. He couldn't even finish Chavez, yo. What makes you think he's going to beat Golovkin? Golovkin's going to beat dog shit out of him. But this fight is a straight up money grab. Now, if somebody in my family wants to order the fight, and they be like, yo, Al, you can chip in $10. I'll chip in $10. But I'm not chipping in.
I ain't chipping shit for that fight. I'll bring food, but I ain't chipping it. I ain't paying nothing for that fight.
But
shit.
I will gladly chip in $10.
I'll bring a fucking soda.
Yeah, bring a soda. And we'll watch the fight.
You can fire stick that bitch.
And I'll tell you this. If there's a snowball's chance in hell, I'm going to put $50 down on Conor because the odds are so retarded. I'm still going to put $50 down on Conor. I mean...
Nah, the odds are ridiculous.
Yeah, the odds are ridiculous. So if Conor just happens to land one of those beautiful lefts and knocks out Floyd, because remember, Floyd is 40 years old.
That's true.
Father time catches up with everybody.
Listen, I've already said it.
Man.
Like I've already said it. The only chance that Conor has in this fight,
if he catches him,
it's not even that he catches him. If Floyd goes into that fight feeling 40.
Yeah.
Like,
and I doubt it though, because he looks in great shape.
Yeah, like if he's off, if his game is off by half a step or whatever it is from time, or he's just not as fast as he used to be, he's liable to get knocked the fuck out. But realistically, I don't see Floyd losing.
Yeah, I don't see
like
Floyd
if this
losing.
Fight goes past 3 rounds, which I'm pretty sure it will.
Decision.
Which I'm pretty sure it will. It's gonna be Floyd Mayweather all night.
It's gonna be a lot of counter shots.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
And a lot of shoulder rolls.
It's gonna be a lot of lot of what's that? What do they call casual?
It's
casual.
This is for casual fans.
Okay, this is gonna be a sparring match.
This is to grab money from casual fans.
This is like Rocky versus Hulk Hogan, Rocky 3.
Yeah, it's.
This is just to grab money for casual fans. Cause look, if people who watch MMA, who don't watch MMA, they know Conor McGregor. People who don't watch boxing, they know Floyd Mayweather. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna bring them together. It makes sense. I mean, financially it makes sense. And then on top of that, it's gonna blow Manny Pacquiao out the water. It's gonna blow it out the water. Just because McGregor has this huge international following.
Yep.
Massive. So
them Irish.
Yeah, them Irish come hard for him. But yeah, it's gonna make stupid money. It is literally the $1 billion fight. Like, yeah.
It's a red panty night.
Yeah, it's red panty night for both of them dudes. You know, he's gonna change your bum life. Joe Budden had an interview on Hot 97 about Tupac, and the interviewer kept asking repetitive fucking questions.
Really stupid questions.
So Budden asked the interviewer if he have ever heard of Tupac, and the guy goes, "No, I listen to rock." So then Joe Budden says, "Who's your favorite rock band?" And the guy says, Blink 182.
To which Joe Budden says, "What kind of fucking punk are you?"
Now,
which is probably one of the best responses I've
ever.
heard.
Yeah. My thing is, you got a guy at Hot 97 interviewing about Tupac,
who's 26 years old.
26 years old. He's never listened to Tupac.
He asked him, do you have an All Eyes on Me album? Have you ever listened to it?
And he goes, "No."
I've only started listening to
the fuck you interviewing me for, asking me these stupid ass questions?
That's my thing. You're gonna have a guy ask a hip hop artist about Tupac, and then the guy doing the interview doesn't know shit about hip hop.
He said, "I know about
him." And then you work at Hot 97.
Then he said, "I was on Tupac 2 years ago."
And then you're like,
why are you even fucking with this
my
interview?
thing is, if you've been listening to Tupac for 2 years, how have you not listened to all his albums?
2 years.
Not even that. That ain't.
You work at Hot 97, you don't know shit about
he
rap.
did what typical.
And then you gonna ask a rapper about Tupac?
He did what
What the
he did with
fuck?
a lot of 90 Babies.
And then your favorite rock band is Blink 182. Rock band is Blink 182.
You could at least went old school.
Get this yuppie out of here.
You could at least had the Ramon.
Like watching it, and I was just like, when he's asking him these questions, like Joe Budden basically answered his first like 4 questions in his initial response.
His first response.
And my man kept asking these really stupid questions, and it really shows. It was just weird because it just showed the level of ignorance
that this generation has.
That they had, that this dude had. One. If you're gonna start interviewing people and asking them questions about fucking Tupac, at least do your fucking homework. Like, you don't have to like Tupac. You don't have to even like hip hop if you're working at Hot 97.
I don't even believe he even said 2. I don't even believe that 2-year bullshit.
Yeah, like him saying that he listened to him like 2 years ago. He started listening to him 2 years ago, on and off, whatever the fuck.
I don't believe that.
Or casually.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. But at the very least, if you're doing an interview and
you have to do your homework.
Yeah, at some point, if you're going to be some sort of journalist, you're asking these guys questions, doing interviews about these people, and you're asking them. This is also what was this for? Tupac's birthday, right?
Yeah, it's for Tupac and for that garbage ass movie that came out.
Yeah, for that shit movie.
Well, we'll talk about the movie. Hold your breath.
We'll get to that. Yeah, like if you're gonna talk about Tupac and you're gonna talk about the impact that Tupac had on hip hop. At the very least, do your fucking homework. I mean, it's a Google search away. YouTube has pretty much every fucking album he has. You could have fucking listened to them.
Spotify.
There. You could have Spotify the fuckers.
iTunes.
Something. At least get acquainted with what the fuck you're talking about.
Google.com. Yo, YouTube is definitely good for you.
Yeah, like the fact that you don't understand the impact that he had in hip hop music, or you don't see that. Especially after Joe Budden's pretty much told you what it was, and you're still gonna follow up with these really stupid fucking questions. Like, he's like, "Why do you like Tupac? Why is Tupac one of your favorite rappers?" He says, "It's substance. It's this, that." Was he a big influence on you?
His substance.
Motherfucker, he just told you his substance and everything about his fucking rhymes. Like everything about him is what helped him form how he raps. And then the next question is like, what what meaning does All Eyes on Me have to you?
And he said it in his initial, like that was he said it like it was one of the first, it's one of the best double albums ever.
Yeah,
He's the first rapper that came out with a double fucking album.
It's a timeless, like he said, it's a timeless fucking record. Like you play it now and it's still fucking relevant.
It was ahead of its time.
And that's very much where like that's what Tupac was. And it's the fact, like Joe Budden hit it on the head when he said Tupac is not the greatest rapper out there, but when it came to his substance, there were very few people that were matching it.
Yeah.
That's why he's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but yeah, like to listen to this dude talk, and then when Joe Budden asked him what does he listen to, and he said rock music, and then he had the nerve to throw out Blink-182 as his favorite band of all time.
Really? Really?
My man, Blink-182 is not, they're not even one of the best punk bands in the world. They're not even the best pop punk band in the world, alright?
I wouldn't even call them punk.
I mean, they're pop punk.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like,
they're in the vein of like Good Charlotte and
yeah, like they're basic.
Newfound Glory. No, After
Driving
Driving is nowhere near pop
punk.
punk.
Driving is metal.
No. They're emo.
Yeah, the emo.
Emo?
Yeah, they're
post-hardcore emo.
Yeah.
They're the inventors of that
See
shit.
that level.
Nah, they didn't invent post-hardcore.
No, but they're emo. They're basically like the fathers of emo.
This is why I got these guys right here to give me the levels of rock.
Fathers of emo. But yeah, like saying Blink-182 is your favorite rock band, that's like that. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That like there's so many other
bands. Maybe if you said Guns N' Roses, I'd have been like,
not even,
okay.
Not even that. If you want to,
maybe.
Not even that. If you're gonna say Blink-182 is your fucking favorite rock band, then you might as well say fucking Green Day. Because at the very least, whatever you want to say, like if we take it all the way back to the start of punk, the Ramones were the original pop punk band.
Hey, let's go.
Like all of their songs were pretty much 50 style pop songs.
You can hum to them.
Yeah. Like,
you can hum to all the songs.
Joey Ramone loved making like
melodies,
sappy, like sappy love songs because he was a huge Phil Spencer mark, and he liked those types of songs. They were the original punk band because they were very much loud, fast.
From Queens.
Yeah, loud, fast, and not so heavy, but it was heavy.
Yeah.
For its time. Green Day pretty much picked up where they left off.
Nice guys finish line.
But they basically took it
and sold out.
They took it more towards the pop side of everything. Like they didn't take any of the other stuff. They didn't take any of the attitude that the Ramones had, and they pretty much became what pop punk, the archetypes of pop punk. Without fucking Green Day, there is no Blink-182.
Yeah.
So the fact that somebody would say that their favorite band was Blink-182 is fucking stupid. That's like, hey, what's your favorite rock band? Fucking Jefferson Starship. Like, who the fuck listens to Jefferson Starship? Like, get out of here with that shit. Like, if you're gonna come, if somebody asks you what's your fucking favorite band, you better come with something harder than Blink-182.
And another thing was,
like, do some fucking history.
Yeah, like another thing, my major gripe was you're working at Hot 97 and you don't know shit about rap.
Hot 97, literally the home of hip hop, and you don't fucking listen to hip hop.
Like,
why
are you working there? Like, and that's another thing. That should show you how stupid these radio stations are nowadays. That they're showing you that they don't give a fuck about hip hop culture. As to them, it's just a commodity. So they're just putting whoever the fuck is there. Like, oh, this guy's a decent interviewer. Let's put him up there. And this guy doesn't know shit about hip hop.
My thing is that he's not even a decent interviewer.
Yeah, he's not even a decent interviewer. That show you the respect they have for this culture. So when you guys listen to these radio stations and you listen to these DJs and their fucking stupid opinions, remember, they really don't give a fuck about hip hop in general. They don't. They just want to gossip and get clicks and say something ridiculous like Kendrick is the fucking GOAT. Fuck you, Rosenberg. And yeah, it's fucking retarded. Like this is a perfect example of when you let retards and herbs have a voice. Like this is exactly what it is. Like
the fact that
dudes that do no homework, don't care about the culture.
Yeah,
They just keep giving them voices.
The fact that this dude, I mean, it's just weird to me that you would have this guy, who pretty much has no knowledge of hip hop, anything, because the fact that you don't know what Tupac is or what he means in the hip hop community.
Like, how you don't know who Tupac is,
and,
bro?
like, you're working at High 97, who claims to be the home of hip hop. I mean, they haven't been the home of hip hop in I don't know how
decade,
long.
like over a decade, over a decade, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have this guy interview, especially Joe Budden.
That's
like he's probably probably one of the most cantankerous people.
Yeah, he's
in
very
hip-hop.
media trained too.
Thorny as fuck.
Yeah, like you
thorny as fuck.
Like you're gonna send this completely unprepared
to go face this cactus.
Yeah, like you're gonna this unprepared fucking bozo. Like he's a fucking joke. Like the interview was a joke. The fact that when Joe Budden basically answered your first 4 questions before you even asked him on your first question, you should have been like, well, I don't need to ask any of these other questions. Let me ask this last question, which was probably going to be a variation of the fucking first 4 questions that he asked anyway. Because every fucking question was pretty much, what did Tupac mean to you?
You just worded it differently.
Yeah, you just worded it fucking differently. Like, this was like, it was some really stupid shit. Asking somebody, like, when you ask somebody what kind of influence an artist had on them, and then ask them, what does this album mean to you? Like, it's the same fucking question. Like, you're asking him what the fuck the artist meant to you. Like, what impact did this artist have on you? Like, the album doesn't matter.
Yeah, because if he's a fan of an artist and that artist influenced him, guess what? He listened to all that dude's work.
He listened to every body of work, and I guarantee you that album that you're talking about, that's probably the one that influenced him the most.
All Eyes on Me.
Like, All Eyes on Me. It doesn't matter what album it was. It could have been Tupacalypse Now.
Right, but that's what. No, I'm saying that's what he said.
Me Against the World.
He did say All Eyes on Me was the one that got him.
The Thug Life, Machiavelli. It could have been anything.
It could have been anything, but the fact of the matter is, like,
for my niggas.
If he says that, especially Joe Budden basically said that All Eyes on Me was probably he called it a timeless fucking album. He says he can put that album on anytime and he'll put it up against any new album now and it still sounds better. The fact that he said most of that stuff at the beginning of at the first question, you should have just, this interview's over.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to ask you the same fucking question 6 more times.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden pretty much told him that. He was like, yo, you asked me a lot of you asked me a fucking fucktard questions. Like, fuck out of here with this shit.
You know. Okay, so that's enough with Joe Budden. UFC Fight Night Singapore. This is happening tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be up for this.
DVR this shit.
It's on Fight Pass.
It's on Fight Pass. So it's all streaming.
So it's all streaming. They'll probably play the repeat at night. Or they'll have it for
No, they usually have it up 2 hours after.
Yeah, 2 hours after. I'm only going to talk about the fights that matter. Rafael Dos Anjos versus Tarek Saffiedine. Saffiedine is a dangerous fight for Dos Anjos just because Saffiedine is a taller guy and also he's rangy as hell with his kicks. If Dos Anjos can't close the distance, it'll be a long night for him. He'll probably lose by decision.
Yeah.
But I'm slightly leaning towards Dos Anjos. I mean, usually fighters who have trouble at 155 and they jump into 170, they usually do great. Cowboy is an example. Jorge Masvidal is an example. Maybe because they don't have to cut as much weight anymore. So,
yeah, they're more comfortable.
They're more comfortable. And on top of that, they're usually the faster fighter. So, I'm leaning towards Dos Anjos, but not by much. Not by much. I mean, because Saffiedine is dangerous. He's a dangerous guy. And with those kicks and all that, I think he's going to keep Dos Anjos at a range. And if Dos Anjos can get his rhythm, then Dos Anjos got it. But if Dos Anjos can't get his rhythm, it's going to be a long night for him. He's going to be getting kicked to death. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my brother agrees with that one.
I agree on that.
Martin Tyberg versus Andre Arlovsky. Andre needs this win badly, but his jaw just isn't there anymore. He can't get into a shootout at all.
No.
Tybura is pretty good with the hands, and at heavyweight, that's scary because all you need is one hit, and you're out. And with Orlovsky, you don't even need one hit. You could get a glancing blow on him and he's going down.
You glance that shit, it sounds like the Stone Cold intro.
Yeah, like Andre's jaw is glass for real.
Glass Joe.
Yeah, he's really Glass Joe
really
right
now. So he's the Glass Joe.
He's the Glass Joe of that division right now.
Yeah. Ever since they shaved his chest.
Yeah, ever since he shaved his body, it's been downhill.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great run when he came back for a minute, but his jaw was really hurt.
He's just been in way too many wars from pretty much every organization
he's been in. Yeah, he's been in way too many wars.
He just doesn't have it anymore.
Then on top of that, he's a Trump supporter, so he deserves every beating he gets.
Let's make America great again.
Yeah, I'm going with Tybura, excuse me. I don't know. I don't see Andre winning this. And if he wins this, hey, good for him.
I mean, even at the weigh-ins,
Tybura was
he looked
huge. This is the gimme fight for Holly Holm. This is also her life and death fight. Holly Holm versus Betcha Correra. I'm going with Holm. Betcha's just amateur compared to Holly Holm.
I mean, she has a puncher's chance, but yeah, in terms of skill,
she's amateur compared to Holm. If Holm loses to this bitch,
it's over.
She just needs to stop fighting altogether. Like, there's something wrong with Holm. Like, there's some. If she loses this,
the same thing about Ronda, because Ronda.
No. But this is gonna. If Holm loses, this is her 4th loss in a row.
Yeah, it'll be 4 losses.
4.
She's on a 3 loss. She's on a 3
loss skid. If she loses this, I personally think, even though she's young, she needs to stop because there's something wrong with her. Yeah. Like, there's something wrong physically. Like, she needs to, like, take a break, a long break, and see what the fuck is going on, and maybe come back.
Find that in the animal.
Yeah, it's either that or she needs time to either.
Yeah, because
something heal up. Get your shit together.
She looked real good at the weigh-ins, and that's after they did the official ones. She still looked ripped as fuck, so she looked good. If she loses this, and especially to this whack bitch Betcha Correra,
yeah, she needs to go back and reevaluate.
She needs to take a long break, and if she takes 4 losses, the UFC might cut her, but they might not just because she's popular. People love watching Holly Holm fight.
It's because she looks like Amy Schumer.
Yeah, she looks like Amy Schumer, but people really love Holly Holm. I like Holly Holm, but the 4 floors.
Yeah, it gives you the side eye. Like, you can't.
You just wondering what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the only fight off that three fight.
The Randame fight.
The Randame fight, I feel like she should have won that fight, and I feel like the Randame should have been disqualified because she was landing some really big shots after the bell.
She did it twice too.
Yeah, and kind of unapologetically too. Like that fight. Yeah, they called it for the Randame, but I feel like that was Holly's fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's on a 3-fight losing streak. After she won that belt, she pretty much couldn't win anything after that. So maybe there's something wrong with her. Maybe, I don't know, something mental. It could be like a mental block. It could just be a slump. But I think if she can put this together against Betch, she might get the momentum that she needs to get the ball rolling again. Personally, I think she should go back up to that 145 weight to fight Cyborg because we all know the Randame.
No, the Randame is getting stripped.
She's getting stripped?
They're having the female 145 champion at Invicta fight Cyborg for the UFC belt. That's the breaking news. Yeah, that's the breaking news. I forgot about that. I didn't write that down, but I just remembered it.
Shit, they stripped her?
Yeah, they're stripping her.
Because she's refusing to fight, and they're like the only 3 people in that division?
Yeah, so they're going to bring in the Victor champ at 145 to fight Cyborg.
Yeah, you can't duck an opponent when there's only 3 of you.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Sad news. This just happened today while we're recording this. Matt Hughes got into a terrible car accident. His car got hit by a train on the passenger side.
Yeah. Train is currently in critical condition.
I wish.
He
suffered severe head trauma from early reports, and now they're saying that he's in a coma. Matt Hughes is one of my favorite welterweight fighters of all time. Probably He is my number 1 welterweight fighter of all time.
Yeah, he definitely defined that.
He defined that division. He was that dude. I think if he would have came out in the modern era of MMA, unstoppable. But he's he's the GOAT welterweight. I mean, people might say GSP, but I like Matt Hughes.
Nah, Matt Hughes.
Matt Hughes to me was
Matt Hughes
inhuman.
GSP is probably
an updated version of him, you could say.
Yeah, he's a more technical version.
Yeah.
But there was nobody who dominated like
Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes was that dude.
And he was fucking ox.
And to hear this news, it's kind of heartbreaking. So I hope he gets better. I hope he pulls through. But they're saying he's in a coma, and that's usually not a good sign. But let's hope he pulls through. Other news: Jay-Z decided to go on a Twitter rant the other day.
Oh.
Jay-Z on a Twitter rant.
Yeah, and he wrote down, "I am not drunk." Just in case people thought he was drunk.
He must have been drinking his own deuce or something.
Like he wrote down, "I am not drunk," because usually artists when they go on Twitter rants, the next day they say I was drunk or I was under the influence.
But Jay-Z got a Twitter?
Yeah, it is S_C dot and it says card or some shit.
Really blowing
So he lists his most influential rappers, like influential on him. He starts off with KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, Jazzo, which I was surprised by because they had the beef.
But I'm not surprised. I mean, come on.
Eminem, Andre 3000, Rakim, Ice Cube.
I'm still waiting on who he gonna bring up.
Nas,
Mm-hmm.
Biggie.
Come on, man.
Tupac.
There you go.
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Hmm?
This is a long list. Chance the Rapper. I don't know why people like Chance the Rapper. He is garbage.
Chance the R&B.
Yeah, Chance the R&B singer.
Wow, I'm surprised at Chance the Rapper.
J Electronica.
Yo, man,
even though he never put up
at the exhibit, yo, man.
Lauryn Hill, MC Lyte, Queen Latifah. He put down Nicki Minaj, so I think he was drunk. Common, Kanye West.
Oh, Kanye West gonna get gaff. He gonna cry. Try to reach out to Big Bro like, yo, I love you too, man.
Drake, Meek Mill, which he put it in that order. Drake, Meek Mill, which I found funny.
So Meek Mill took another L.
Hell yeah, he took
you gonna play your own? You gonna play your own artist, man, with your own clients?
Run from Run DMC. Grandmaster Caz, in case you don't know, Grandmaster Caz is of the Furious 4.
Yeah, the original person said hip hop, the hibbity hip hop. Not Sugar Hill Gang.
LL Cool J. He wrote down 2 Chainz. Ugh. Cameron.
Leave Titty Boy alone, man.
Cameron. Ugh.
Yo, Cam?
Stop.
Come on, we had
the computers and
not that Cam though. SDE.
No, he's trash.
Professor Fire.
He's trash.
Listen, we had conversations. Me, you, and Fonz had conversations about Cam with that, man.
Like Cam.
Come on,
Q-Tip. We're gonna keep going with the list because it goes pretty long. Q-Tip, T.I.
That's funny. Q-Tip, T.I. T.I. Q-Tip.
Yeah, he wrote down in the Twitter. He wrote down both tips. So that means it sounds wrong. Hey, yo, but it meant Q-Tip and T.I. Black Thought.
Okay.
Pharoah Monch.
Okay.
Black Thought, the most underrated
rapper. MC of all time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm still waiting for his fucking solo album.
Scarface, De La Soul, Ice-T, Coogee Rap, Melly Mel, Corrupt from the Dog Pound.
Whoa, nice.
The Lox, DMX, Schoolboy Q,
that's my man.
Ab-Soul. I heard the Schoolboy Q album. I didn't hate it. I wouldn't buy it.
Which one, Oxymoron?
But I didn't hate it. Yeah, the one with the
Oxymoron. That's my shit.
It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. Lupe Fiasco, Mos Def, Foxy Brown. You know why she's an influence. He was
Yeah.
Rick Ross, Quavo. Really?
I told you, bro, about Quavo's little wordplay with the Migo Boys. I told you that, man.
Trash.
I told you the way he articulated his fucking flow.
Basura.
I told you that,
Future. Basura.
You gonna hate on the Dungeon family?
I don't care if he's part of the Dungeon family.
You always have open love for the Dungeon family.
Future's trash. Travis Scott.
Just because you fucking Dungeon family don't
mean I gotta co-sign you.
Yeah,
Travis
man,
Scott
was part of the fucking Dungeon family. He was trash.
Niggas co-signed Bizarre from D12 and he was horrible.
Nobody co-signed. The only thing that co-signed him was fucking Eminem.
Yeah. Travis Scott.
So tolerated him.
Travis Scott. Yeah, you don't see me buying bizarre shit.
I don't know. I ain't say solo shit though.
All right. Redman.
I didn't tolerate that nigga at all. I was like, that nigga's trash.
Okay, so the reason why
Redman.
the reason why I say tolerate
Redman.
is because he skips and fast forward the shit. He tolerated bizarre.
Redman.
You see exactly.
Ghostface Killer.
The fuck I'm talking
One of the goats. Redman and Ghostface are the goats. Raekwon.
Here we go with Ghost.
Wu-Tang. He says Wu-Tang. Then he goes, said he beat the Jizza in the battle. I don't know how true that is, but if he's saying it in public, it must happen. Busta Rhymes. Tretch.
Oh, thank you. Nobody met. Very underrated.
Ain't love.
Nobody gives that man no love.
Eminem always puts Tretch on the
That's
pedestal.
Eminem. I'm talking about everybody else.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, because we all know Vinny was the real talent.
Yeah, Vinny's a real talent. Lil Wayne. Juvenile. Yeah.
Hey,
Slaughterhouse.
400 degrees is dope.
Slaughterhouse. And then he says in
Crooked
parentheses.
Eye.
And then he says in parentheses, I love Joe Budden. Wale. MC8. Too Short.
Yeah.
Nice and Smooth. E40.
Oh,
Mac Dre. Ugh. I know Mac Dre's dead, but I still think he's trash.
I plead the fifth.
50 Cent. Big L. Showbiz and AG. Fat Joe and Big Pun. Diggable Planets, especially Butterfly, the female MC.
I wonder if him and Fat Joe wasn't cool.
Beanie Siegel and State Property. Jeezy. Pusha T. ASAP.
Which one?
He just wrote down ASAP. He means probably the whole clique.
Yeah.
Or maybe Ferg and just Rocky.
He probably talking about Rocky. Cause
Sean Price. The greatest.
That ASAP Mob is fucking garbage.
Sean Price. Mobb Deep.
Mob Sleep.
Fuck out of here. Mobb Deep.
Hey, Pac said that Mob Sleep.
Kid Cudi. Garbage.
Hey,
Garbage.
Stop.
Kid Cudi.
I like Kid Cudi, man.
He's trash.
I like Kid Cudi. I'm
Garbage.
sorry. Bugging.
Hot Basura.
Bugging.
Tyler the Creator.
Very creative.
He's garbage.
He's garbage.
I like his producing.
Snoop Dogg.
The old big Snoop.
Snoop Dogg's first album and that's it.
Young Snoop.
Slick Rick. Bun B.
True.
Sauce Money.
You thought you was Chinese the way you ducked sauce.
And-
So fucking whack.
Yeah. And that was the only line he ever had.
That shit was
And
crazy.
Fabulous. That's
Nice.
that's Jay-Z's list.
I'm not surprised that he put Bun B, but he ain't acknowledged Pimp C or you.
I don't want to say Pimp Chad. Like
I don't know. I mean,
you leave the pimp.
He was drunk.
I mean, it was a Twitter rant.
You leave the pimp.
It was a Twitter rant. Okay.
He did a song with him.
Okay. And then also.
Listen, man. All eyes on me. I'm LT Hutton.
No, wait. Give me a second. So we're gonna get into that. Duck Down Records released a teaser trailer for Sean Price's new album entitled Imperious Rex. It's going to be released August 8th. The greatest of all time has returned, even though he's dead. It's my favorite rapper of all time. The trailer gave me chills. I'm amped as fuck. In case y'all don't know, Sean Price, next to Big Pun, him and Big Pun are like even to me as far as like my intense love for them. No homo.
Well, your time for number one.
Yeah, Sean Price to me is probably the greatest
Calm down, don't stutter.
rapper when it comes to wordplay. His wordplay is unmatched. Like to this day, there's still people stealing his shit. Like, and it's mainstream artists. Like for a while, everybody was stealing his shit from Nicki Minaj to Drake and all that.
Even,
like that whole.
Even Bronson.
No, Bronson was Ghostface.
He's just straight ghost.
He's straight Ghostface. But I mean, like, you would say a line and then you end it with the punchline, like Chris Brown or Eli Manning. Like you'll say something crazy and then you say the person's name to make the punchline. Like,
Oh yeah.
that
yeah,
was all
yeah,
Sean
yeah,
Price.
Yeah.
Sean Price started that shit,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you started seeing leaking into the mainstream.
Nicki Minaj was doing that crazy.
Nicki Minaj was doing that. Drake was doing that. So, you know, this nigga's the god of that.
Lil Wayne was doing that too.
Lil Wayne was doing. Everybody was doing it.
Everybody.
And if you listen to Sean Price, you listen to his early shit, Monkey Bars or Don't Say Shit to Ruck or Donkey Sean Jr., all that shit was from Sean Price. And, you know, you also had niggas like when Sean Price died. I mean, when Sean Price was alive, you had dick faces like Ebro saying that Sean Price is a minor league rapper. You know, they totally disrespected him and disregarded him.
And then when he died,
and then when he died, everybody,
Ebro had to change your heart?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's playing Sean Price.
He's one of the best rappers.
And to me, it's straight up disrespectful. I don't want your love. Like I'm one of those people that if you didn't like me while I was alive, don't like me when I'm dead.
Facts.
Don't give me flowers. I don't want your condolences. I don't want none of that shit.
No tears. No, I feel sorry.
I hate that shit. Like Sean Price was dear to me. Like I really fucked with him hardcore. His music meant a lot to me. So it's like when I see dudes do this shit, it's like I want to beat the dog shit out of you. I'm waiting for the album. I heard he has an album with Lil Fame coming down the pipeline. Lil Fame producing and Sean Price rapping. That shit's gonna be the grimiest shit you ever heard in your motherfucking life. I guarantee you that shit. You probably, if you're white, you're gonna end up turning black. Like if your name, you're gonna be a fucking redneck from down south.
You ain't gonna be a wigger no more.
Literally, you're gonna turn black. Like your white privilege is out the window once you start listening to Sean Price. I'm serious shit. Your hair gonna nap up. You're gonna get big lips, big nose. I used to be white. And Marc was a white guy, 5'7".
Yeah, man.
From down south.
Yeah, man.
He listened to Sean Price twice. Look at him now.
Yeah,
he's a 6'7" black man from Harlem.
With a chocolate Zulu dick. With a Zulu dick now. Bitches love it.
So, I can't stress, if you're really into hip hop and if you really want to know what New York hip hop sounds like, go get Sean Price. I don't give a fuck which album.
Get a mixtape.
I would recommend starting off with Monkey Bars or even Mike Tyson or Jesus Price. Fuck that. Get the Helter Skelter albums with him and Rock This Monster. And you can see that dude like change like before your eyes into what he was. And
yeah, he was just all charisma.
Yeah, he's all charisma. He never hid his demons either. That's another thing I loved about him, that he let you know I'm broke. And I still live in fucking Brownsville.
Yeah, he's broke rapper, you know.
Brokest rapper, you know. And, you know, and that's what I really liked about him. He was vulnerable, but yet he was fucking threatening at the same time. Like, you wouldn't dare fuck with Sean Price. Even though he's telling you that he's a piece of shit, he's broke and all this, you wouldn't dare in your life try to cross paths with him. And he can say whatever the fuck about anybody and nobody's going to say anything back to him. Just because, simple fact, he could rap his ass off. And, you know, also I appreciate that Jay-Z puts him on the list because that puts his name out there for a whole bunch of eyes that don't know who Sean Price is. And also, like I said, if you think of New York hip-hop, you think of Sean Price. Also, another Brooklyn MC that I love passionately, he just put out a new album, too, that I'm going to go cop. Thurston Howell III. He's another MC that crazy with the wordplay. His punchlines are one of a kind. Like, you're never going to hear another rapper like that.
It's everything about it.
Yeah, everything is one of a kind about him. And he's a fucking goon. Go ahead and say his name and see if you don't get fucked up the next day. These dudes epitomize, him and Sean Price epitomize New York hip-hop, and especially the borough of Brooklyn. Like, when you think of Brooklyn, you think of those two niggas. Like, those are the dirtiest, grimiest niggas you ever going to hear on record as far as Brooklyn is concerned.
Real hip hop.
And then on top of that, it's skills. It's not like, yo, we just goon rap. It's skills behind that. So,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm happy that they're still going to release a lot of Sean Price music. I'm still happy Thurston Howell's still releasing music. But I don't want fake love for Sean Price. I don't want to hear all these fake fans coming out the woodwork when he was alive and never showed love. All of a sudden, want to praise him and put him on a pedestal. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
That's how it always is, though.
Okay, now we could talk about All Eyes on Me and Marc's angry review. Oh, I also saw the interview with LT Hutton on Breakfast Club. Is it Hutton or Hutton? Hutton. He said some wild shit about John Singleton, that John Singleton wanted to make a Tupac biopic. And he said the beginning of the movie started with Tupac being raped. And then he also talked about a scene where Tupac was trying to fuck a white girl on her ass. But then he says the wildest shit in the world. He goes, That shit wasn't popping back in the 90s. That was some gay shit.
The fuck
Like,
are you talking about?
When there's fucking girls in the ass, gay shit. When?
Fucking a girl.
You fucking a girl.
In the ass.
In the ass. So how's that gay? And then he also talked about that they were gonna have there was a scene where Tupac is in jail and he's talking to his own severed head. I go, what the fuck movie was that? And then he goes that he had Tupac's mother in a threesome. I go, is this
that
guy,
his mother was gay?
Yeah, his mother was gay, and she has a threesome scene. And my thing is, it's like LT Hunting making this shit up
He
on the
is making
spot.
it up. To
Like,
me,
like that whole interview was bullshit. It just sounds like he was defaming John Singleton to sell his movie. And for like I said in the last podcast, that trailer looked like shit. And from the reviews, they're saying that movie's trash.
Jada Pinkett came
and even
out,
even Jada
man.
Pinkett went on a Twitter rant and she said all this shit is false. So I think more than anything, these dudes just made that Tupac movie to line their pockets because Afeni's not alive, Tupac is not alive, so you don't have.
She didn't want that movie to happen to begin with.
So there's nobody to defend Tupac's legacy.
Or his sister.
Or his sister.
His sister's alive.
Oh, his sister's alive, but I don't think she has control of the estate, does she?
If I believe she's the next of kin, she's supposed to. But
Well,
that's a big, long fucking case for her to deal with right
So, yeah, that LT Hunting interview on the Breakfast Club.
He used to be with Death Row.
Yeah, he used to be with Death Row.
And
you know, Death Row always tries to do everything to make themselves look like the cool ones. So,
who's the other guy that was with him?
Benny Boone.
Oh, Benny Boone?
Yeah, he's the director for videos and shit.
Yeah, video director. I know who he is.
Yeah, he did the...
Yeah, I mean, they made it... It was weird. I saw some of that interview. It was just weird. Like, they sounded like they were full of shit when they were talking.
If you look at the John Singleton interview and you look at the LT Hunt and the Benny Boone interview, you will see the big difference.
If you see it,
they try to make it about race for some
reason. If you watch John Singleton movies in general, why would he do that to Tupac if he was cool with Tupac? Like, why would you start a movie with a rape scene?
Like,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, they had a fallout. But what people fail to understand is that, if I recall, according to his sister, the sources, she stated that Afeni Shakur made Tupac and John Singleton hash that little issue with each other before he died, which is the reason why he had a 3-picture deal with John Singleton, and he was supposed to do the Baby Boy movie after he declined him on the Higher Learning because of his legal cases.
Yeah. So, the LT Hunting interview, it seemed like he was just, I'm gonna make up the wildest shit ever. And then, all of a sudden, Tupac getting raped in the beginning of the movie, Afeni Shakur's in a threesome, Tupac is talking to his own fucking head. Like, what the fuck is he, like...
It probably would have been a more interesting movie.
Yeah, right.
When that happened.
Yeah.
But it's like, that makes no sense.
Oh, big up to Suge Knight, the one that played in Straight Outta Compton. Yo, you were more intimidating and more spooky in that damn movie than All Eyes on Me, man.
I mean, so far, the reaction online about All Eyes on Me is that it's blaring hot garbage. Like,
I don't know why people I don't know, whoever is making up these little things online saying that it's a good movie, like...
Nah, 50 Cent trashed it big time.
Like, come on, man. If anybody a real Pac head, real Pac fans, man, know what Pac did.
And then I'm looking online, and they're just slamming it. They're just slamming
24 at Rotten Tomatoes. So, Batman v Superman better than that.
So it's hitting higher than... It's as good as the Aaliyah biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hitting there. That's good.
So don't go see that shit. Go see the Wonder Woman, as he says.
Yeah.
Go see the Wonder Woman.
Go see their Wonder Woman.
Or Alien Revenant. I mean, what was it? Revenant. Covenant. The Alien Covenant. Sorry.
Go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Go Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Go see the all chick Rough Nights movie for all our damn kids.
Yeah. Also, F is for Family. Season 2
is fucking
amazing.
I finished it.
F is for Family.
Oh.
Bill Burr's cartoon show. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you go watch it. Season 2 starts off with a fucking bang, because Season 1 started off a little slow and then picks up towards the end. But this one starts off, holy shit, super foul. Because they're dog eaters.
let's put it like this.
Perpetuate.
I finished watching the second season. I'll say this right now. The second season is fucking dark, but it's hilarious.
So far, yeah, I'm loving it. Also, I've been watching Orange is the New Black.
I'm on episode 5.
The new season is dope.
I'm on episode 0.
I love the show. I've been watching it since it started. I love it. Like if you don't know about Orange is the New Black, just watch. I mean, I guess some guys are watching, like, see it and like, oh, this shit's just full of females. I'm not watching this shit.
No.
Watch it. It's a good fucking show. It's dope. You know, it touches a lot of subjects as well. It's a lot of social subjects, but it makes everything.
You like your girl, man.
Huh?
You know
What
I'm
the fuck
talking
you
about
talking?
your girl in the show, man.
Oh, Dasha Polanco.
Oh yeah, you.
Woo! So that, but yeah, it's a great fucking show. It's a great show. It's well acted. The stories are dope, and the comedy in it's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, and that's it. We're gonna talk about, right? Oh no, Black Panther trailer.
Oh,
Holy shit! Marvel did it again.
8 man.
Marvel has done it again.
8 man. So 8 man's the villain.
Marvel has done it again.
Killmonger. That's 2. Then we got
Claw.
Claw.
Yeah, 3 villains. You got Claw, Ulysses Claw, Killmonger, played by Anthony B. Jordan, proving that
Anthony B. It's Michael B. He stayed.
I don't care.
Yo, you be doing that on purpose,
I don't care.
bro.
It's just proving this. Marvel is really good at saving Fantastic Four actors.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, they saved 2 Human Torches already.
Yes.
Oh shit, you right about that. Damn.
Captain America.
That's what happens when you give the rights back to Marvel.
Marvel.
See?
Also,
But it looks
Xbox E3 presentation was trash.
Yeah.
Really? I couldn't even finish watching this shit. My brother's a champion because he sat down and watched that whole thing.
So, yeah.
I
E3, that's like, that's my Ramadan.
My brother's a champion. He did.
Yeah.
Once
so,
they showed Forza, I wasn't impressed and I just tuned out.
Yeah, so...
Fuck you, Xbox. I got one.
So...
I'm mad. Because I do want to upgrade. But what the fuck, yo?
One, they got...
Whack!
One, they're charging you $500. If you want, you can take my Xbox One. I'm dead ass. Like, I don't use it.
When you about to get the Switch?
Yeah, I'm getting a Switch.
Yeah, let me know.
That's straight up. So Microsoft had the first day of E3. They introduced their Xbox One X.
Stupid fucking name!
Which one is a really stupid name, considering that they were already calling it the Project Scorpio.
Oh my
They
God.
should have just called it the processor inside, the graphics engine inside is called the Scorpio engine. You should have just called it the Xbox Scorpio. Calling it the Xbox One X is just basically calling it the Xbox One Xbox. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's a really bad name. Plus, Xbox One X and then Xbox One S. You're gonna have a lot of confused consumers on Christmas when this thing
Microsoft
drops.
is a bunch of idiots.
They started with the Dreamcast and came with the Xbox. And,
their E3 press conference was them pushing the Xbox One Scorpio. I'm not gonna call it the Xbox One X because it's a really fucking terrible name.
That price point is kind of steep. Too.
Yeah, one, they're charging you $499 for it, which I think was a massive mistake because the PlayStation is already charging you, I believe, $350
they're taking it back to the PlayStation 3 prices.
for the Pro. They're charging about $350 for the Pro, and you're charging basically $500 for a machine.
And how much is for the Switch?
The Switch is $300.
Microsoft making dumb moves all day. Yo.
So,
You're not winning me over.
like, my problem was like they introduced the machine, but they didn't show anything to really push the machine. They didn't have any
Minecraft.
Yeah. Their big selling point for the machine was
Forza,
Minecraft in 4K and Forza.
Like you want Minecraft for 4K, bunch of blocks.
Yeah, like,
What the fuck you gonna do with Minecraft? Really?
Like, the one thing I did like that Microsoft had is that they're opening up their online play up to everybody pretty much. So they have cross-platform
Finally.
play between like Nintendo systems. So like if you're playing
Oh, you can play PlayStation dudes too?
Yeah.
no, Sony is still the one holdout that's like fuck yeah.
Yeah, Sony not playing ball with
No,
them.
because
Sony's not playing ball.
because they don't want to give up the rights for MLB as well. Because if that happens,
Nah,
then the possibilities.
MLB ain't got nothing to do with that. Sony gave out some really weak excuse why they don't want to do it, supposedly because they don't have control over.
Sony sent them an email with a finger like this. That's
Exactly. I'm like, nah.
They're like they have to protect their consumers and their.
It's true because Xbox does get hacked a lot.
Their shareholders, and they can't control the environment that the gaming happens in with a shared network type of deal. It sounds like horse shit, but whatever.
Sony sticking the middle finger.
It's just Sony being dicks. I do like that. I like the fact that they introduced backwards compatibility for Xbox original OG Xbox games, but at the same time, who the fuck is gonna play that?
Halo 1.
Who the fuck is gonna play Halo 1 when they...
Halo 1's nostalgic,
Dude,
man.
they already...
Nostalgic.
Listen, they made a remake of Halo 1 already
yeah.
with new graphics.
Same thing with Gears of War 1.
Yeah,
They did
you're
it.
not
I'm
gonna-
not an Xbox head.
Yeah,
I haven't bought Xbox since the first one.
No, but I'm saying, like, there's no
point.
That's like putting backwards compatibility on a PS4 to play PS1 games. You're not gonna play those. You know why? Because they're fucking ugly.
It's true.
That's true.
Who's gonna play the first Tekken?
Virtua
Virtua Fighter.
You're right.
Like, it's gonna be ugly. I get why they're doing it. I like the fact that they also basically said you can network all Xbox One systems together, so you can, if you're playing a LAN party game, like something like Halo, you can have an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, and an OG Xbox, and they'll all
Link
be
up.
able to link up.
That's
and
dope.
LAN.
That's dope.
That's dope. Nobody has that, but it's dope.
Maybe in this house.
Um,
but we're not that bored.
Yeah, so like everything else they showed was a bunch of like goofy indie games. They showed a new game from BioWare, which is coming out on all systems anyway. They showed a really cool looking Dragon Ball Z game.
Yeah, it's an Arc Engine doing
Yeah,
it?
it's Arc
That
System
shit
Works
looks
doing
dope.
it. It looks amazing. They also had another game from the creators of Dark Souls, which looks like a faster paced version of Dark Souls with an anime twist to it, which looked pretty good too. But again, it's a multi-platform. It's not an exclusive towards them. All the exclusives that they were putting out were like these really silly indie games that didn't look that interesting. To me, introducing the Xbox One Scorpio and not having a big title to go with it outside of Forza,
Killed it.
you pretty much shit the bed with the launch. Same thing that
Yeah, because
hasn't.
when I saw the reaction from the crowd, they didn't seem too enthused about it.
like
It was like,
it's the same issue. It's the same issue Sony had when they tried to launch the Pro. Like they shit the bed with their press conference too. The only thing is that they didn't do it at E3, like Microsoft did. Like they actually held a separate press conference to do the PlayStation Pro.
their E3 was nice though.
Sony's E3, I enjoyed it more just because
God of War.
Sony is my preferred gaming platform. Currently, I'm thinking about switching over to PC.
PC's the best anyway.
It's always the best because you get more options. But as far as costs,
It's cheap. The games are cheap.
but in terms of cost, like buying costs, a console is always going to be easier.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't have to worry about compatibility issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, my preferred gaming platform is still the PlayStation. They tend to have better games in general, especially their exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's press conference wasn't super impressive. They had a few really good games in there. Obviously, God of War. Like pretty much everything they announced was stuff that they announced last year for the most part.
They're just more of a.
Yeah, but they showed more of Days Gone. There's actually there's a release date for God of War finally. They showed off Spider-Man. Their new
Yeah, Spider-Man actually
title
looked good. I saw that.
from
It
Insomniac.
looks nice.
Apparently, Sony said that they didn't show everything they had for E3 because they were saving it for the Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is going to be a really interesting thing this year, then I guess, because of Sony. If Sony really was holding back a lot of the stuff, Microsoft claims the same thing. They were like, "Well, we couldn't show you all the things because
They ain't holding back shit."
We made some really big signings." I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably gonna show more indie games. Like that's probably where you're gonna be because you don't have any third-party studios or second-party studios like Sony does. Sony has a really good stable of internal developers that let them drop a lot of games like that, especially big titles, AAA titles, exclusive titles. The best thing Microsoft has going for them right now is the Xbox Anywhere feature, which is pretty much if you buy an Xbox exclusive game, anything that's pretty much Xbox Studios made, Microsoft Studios made, or any of the little subsidiary groups, if you buy it on one system digitally, you pretty much have it everywhere. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can.
So you have a 360, you can play it on the 360.
Pretty much, like that's how it's working. Like, well, it's mostly like what Xbox One titles. Yeah. So like, let's say you buy the shit on
Gears of War 4.
Yeah, let's say you buy Gears of War 4. Like, Gears of War 4 was the first game to do it. Mm-hmm. So basically, you buy it on your Xbox One. If you have a PC, you sign into your Xbox Live account there.
You can play.
You can play Gears of War there.
I heard that Sony's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, but Sony. The thing is, Sony doesn't make PC ports of any of their games. Yeah. That's like the biggest issue.
That's where Microsoft have the advantage.
Yeah, Sony is very, very, very stingy when it comes to exclusive. They really believe in the word exclusive when they make exclusive
You're not sharing this shit with anybody.
Yeah, it's like exclusive, motherfucker.
MLB, the show.
Well, that's also because that's a Sony studio game. That's why you'll never see it on another platform.
They bought the rights. That's
even
more crazy.
I'm surprised that they actually managed to pull those away from EA.
Yeah. Because EA usually has all sports games on lock.
Well, they said, listen, they got Madden.
Yeah, so
let's get MLB.
Yeah, so going back, Microsoft, that 360 Anywhere, it's actually really cool. I've actually done it before. My cousin has had Gears 4 on his PC, and we would play the story missions co-op from PC to Xbox One. It worked really seamlessly. The only issue was the chat wasn't exactly completely integrated at the time. I don't know about now.
It's probably updated by now.
Yeah, instead we just chatted through Discord. It was easier, sounded better. EA, their press conference, they completely shit the bed. It was terrible. They didn't show anything. It was a waste of everybody's time. It was a waste of everybody's money. Nobody should have watched that. Ubisoft were the guys who won E3 next to Nintendo. Ubisoft has a tradition of being the weirdest, most awkward press conferences at E3.
You take like all Japanese guys.
No, they're French Canadian.
Oh, that is even weirder.
But they're
what's all that about?
No, all their press conferences. Hey guys. All their press conferences have always been really weird because of the host. Oh. The last few years were okay because they had Aisha Tyler, so she did really well. But everything that they do to promote these games has always been fucking weird. This year was not an exception. Was not an exception to that. But every game they showed off looked good. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That should look actually dope.
I haven't been a fan of the Assassin's Creed series for a while. Syndicate was pretty good, but the formula seemed really stale lately. I like the fact that they're turning it into an action RPG type of style game. My only big issue with all of Ubisoft's games is that they're really pushing for open world, and that's after a while, open worlds get annoying and boring. They announced Beyond Good and Evil 2. Finally, it actually has it's actually gonna happen apparently now. After they announced it, this thing has been gestating for almost 15 years.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's finally gonna happen now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But they showed a lot of really good titles. Theirs was the most lively of all the press conferences. They definitely had the best one. Bethesda shit the bed. They just had a bunch of weird shit going on that nobody understood what was going on.
So they just clapped like.
Yeah, they just talk, like they didn't even come out and talk. They just showed you a bunch of weird trailers. Most of them ended up becoming from Bethesda. Pretty much all you would get that looked really good was Wolfenstein Colossus, which looks fucking awesome, and what's the name of that fucking game? The Evil Within 2. That looks good too.
I got the first one.
Yeah, and the other things were like the Dishonored expansion. That's pretty much it. It didn't look that. Their press conference in general just wasn't very good. I didn't get to see Nintendo's, but Nintendo apparently fucking destroyed everybody with the Switch. They announced
Nintendo, bro.
They showed off the new Mario.
I'm happy they finally get this shit back on pace.
They're the Goliath though. Like
finally,
they
I
always
am
go
happy.
through like a little slump and then they come back and destroy everybody.
They went through it bad.
They weren't on a small slump.
After
they
64?
were on a major slump.
No, you mean after the GameCube?
64, I would say.
GameCube wasn't their best-selling system. The Wii was, but then the Wii pretty much died on the vine. The Wii U, forget it. Nobody bought it.
I think that was dead on arrival.
That shit was
DOA,
that shit was dead on development. Not even fucking on arrival. That shit was dead on development.
So would you say it's since 64, right?
Nah, the GameCube, it was a moderate success. The Wii was a massive success for them.
Yeah, it was.
It's just that nobody supported it.
I think maybe because it was the graphics, maybe because
Nintendo
1080p.
Nintendo has a really bad habit lately of releasing underpowered systems. The Switch is no different, but the idea of the Switch, they marketed it perfectly. They also can leverage their portable teams and their console teams to make games for this thing. So that was like a really good move for them. Plus, a lot of indie developers are jumping on the Switch as well. So that's really helping them.
The question I would like to know is the old nostalgic NES games. Are they going to do what PlayStation and Xbox?
There is a virtual console coming for it. They're going to eventually start charging for online play, but their thing is kind of like PlayStation Pro. Not PlayStation Pro, PlayStation Plus, where you're gonna
in the beginning.
Well, it's right now their online is free. It's not very good from what I've heard so far, but when they start charging you for that shit better shape up. What's making their online really good, or at least really attractive, is that the fact that they're only gonna charge you about $20 for the year.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's amazing.
Plus, on top of that,
Xbox like 60, right?
Xbox and Sony
PlayStation 60. Yep.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you paying the 20 months a year, you have full access to pretty much their entire retro library.
Oh, that's what I want. Metroid, Mike Tyson, Punch Out.
Right now,
Wild Guns.
Yo, Battle Toads.
From right now, what they're saying is they're doing the
Duck Hunt.
NES and I think SNES titles.
Wild Guns.
But apparently,
Wild Guns.
But apparently, the rumor is supposedly it's gonna go all the way up to maybe GameCube titles.
Mario Kart 64.
So we can take that back to the GoldenEye days.
But those can be. I mean,
that's GoldenEye. Mario Kart 64.
That's rumor. That's
the
rumor.
greatest game ever made.
They got Mario Kart 8, man.
Who gives a fuck? 64 is the pinnacle.
I mean, it's rumor. That could just be, if they're gonna do that with their virtual console, those are probably gonna be premium titles where you're gonna have to buy them outright.
WCW versus the world.
But the other ones, as long as you have a subscription, it's gonna be pretty much like Netflix, where you can stream it. I believe that's how it is, where you can download it and use it.
As
long as you have the subscription.
I'm more about Wild Guns.
Like for their old classic
listen,
titles.
man, Mike Tyson Punch Out Battle Toads, man. That's all I care.
Yeah, they showed off Mario. They showed off a new Kirby game, which looks amazing. They showed off.
The Kirby game's always good.
Yeah, they showed off a new Yoshi title, which looks really good too. They announced Metroid Prime 4.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Which pretty much solidified that I'm buying a Switch because, god damn it, it's been forever since there's been a Metroid. Unfortunately, confirmed it's not Retro Studios coming back for that.
But it's Nintendo. They don't fuck up their
but it is Nintendo, so I have faith in it. Plus,
they dropped Zelda, and everybody call that a classic.
Yeah. Plus,
they did.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is amazing.
I gotta touch it.
Hey yo,
what you call it? Plus, they also bought back one of the old series runners for Metroid to basically helm Metroid Prime 4. They're also releasing on the 3DS a remake of Metroid 2.
Oh wow!
That only came out for basically never saw another re-release. It only originally came out on the Game Boy, the Nintendo Game Boy. So this thing is all the way back from the early 90s. It's never seen a re-release anywhere else, pretty much. It's never seen a remake, unlike every other Metroid title.
Nintendo.
They've had remakes. So they're finally doing Metroid 2, which basically bridged the gap between Metroid and Super Metroid. Yeah.
Super Metroid was on Game Boy Color, right?
No,
No.
Super Metroid was the one for the SNES.
Oh
Super
yeah,
Nintendo,
remember? Yeah,
Super Metroid,
that shit was
Super
dope.
Nintendo.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
That shit, it's a god status.
Which one was the one on Game Boy on Game Boy Color?
No, that the one that was on Game Boy was only Metroid 2, Return to Samus.
No, remember the Game Boy Color?
Two.
Which one was that?
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, I bust that shit's ass. I was addicted to that
No,
fucking
the
game.
only other one that came out, like, for the Game Boy Advance, they had...
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that was Metroid Prime Fusion, Metroid Prime Zero. I mean, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero.
Yeah, I think it was Metroid Fusion I used to play all the fucking time.
Yeah, Metroid... Yeah, because Metroid Zero was basically a remake of the original Metroid.
Yeah, so it was Metroid Fusion. I would love that fucking game.
Metroid Fusion...
I bust that shit's ass.
So yeah, they did it...
Super Contra. Where you coming from, son?
Yeah, Nintendo
Super
definitely
Contra
made
all
a
day.
lot of power moves
Thank you, Nintendo.
at
Thank you.
E3.
Thank you. Thank you.
This was actually one of the... This was the first year they came back to E3 because Nintendo generally...
Skips out on it.
They was hiding. It was living under a rock.
No, they skip out on E3. They usually do their Nintendo Treehouse before E3. Like, it's a whole pre-recorded thing where they announce everything, and they pretty much have no presence at E3. This year, they were at E3, and
Balls out.
and they came out big. Their biggest title is obviously going to be Skyrim, because what system doesn't have Skyrim anymore? Like, everything has Skyrim. My watch has Skyrim now, because Bethesda's putting it every fucking way. Like, yeah, like their big thing for Skyrim now is Skyrim VR, and on the Switch, if you have a Zelda amiibo, you get Link's suit from Breath of the Wild with the Master Sword and Shield.
That's fresh.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid is what it is. Bethesda, you need to just work on something else at this point.
It's fresh,
You're beating, you're
dead horse.
not even milking the cow anymore. You're beating the cow. It's dead. Let it go. The game came out, almost 5 years ago.
They still pushing that.
Stop. We don't need Skyrim anywhere. We don't need
If
Skyrim
you
everywhere.
can squeeze pennies out of it, they're gonna keep squeezing pennies out
It's
of it.
ridiculous.
People are buying it.
One more thing. Sony's press conference, there was a moment where they showed off all their VR games, which I don't care about. I still think VR is a fad.
Yeah, Nintendo showed it.
Yo, Sony, step up your fucking portable fucking devices.
It's never
please.
gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
I already know it.
Nobody's ever gonna buy.
It was like the Virtual Game Boy. Remember the Virtual?
Yeah, the Virtual Boy had more problems than just being. It wasn't a portable system, and two, they decided to use.
Yo, that Virtual Game Boy was alright.
That should have
No,
fried
it
your
was
brain,
not.
It
man.
was alright. I ain't gonna front.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And
That
then
shit
they decided
was
to use
red.
Then you decided to use red, which is the worst color period to use for anything.
But at that time,
It's not. No, it's a bad idea.
That time Mark was a blood, so he was all about.
You know what?
Smooth.
Do you know what happens when you look at red for too long?
I know that shit fuck shit.
You go blind.
I know that shit fuck shit.
It's called a red out. It's called a red out. You won't be able to see anything on screen, and you won't be like when you get the fuck out of the headset, you don't see any red anywhere.
I survived.
So yeah,
It's a shitty system.
But yeah,
survived.
virtual reality has come a long way, but it still feels very much like a fad. It's just too much buy-in to play the game. Like
Yeah, you need space.
Yeah, it's a lot of waggle tech, and I'm good. They showed a bunch of like VR games. They all look really cool and kind of gimmicky, and I'm good. I don't need them. But they showed probably what will go down as the greatest VR game ever made, and it shows that Squaresoft is scraping below the bottom of the barrel at this point with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy fishing in VR.
So stupid.
Yo, I'm done.
They actually spend
I'm
development
done.
time
I'm
and
done.
money
I'm done.
doing that.
Yes,
I don't even wanna
it's a
hear about
VR
that.
fishing game based in the Final Fantasy 15 universe. I don't know why they made this. Who thought this was a great idea? It looks incredibly stupid.
I was just about to say that.
He's gonna buy it.
Who?
You?
He's gonna
You just froze
buy
right there. You just froze for a second.
I'm not spending $300 on a fucking headset
$300. Okay.
to play a stupid fucking fishing game.
He's not gonna buy it.
I'm saying this right now.
Black Friday.
If,
Not even.
if he finds it for $150.
I'm letting you know right now.
He's gonna be fishing.
You gonna fuck with it. I
I'm
already
gonna
see
say this
it.
right. I'm gonna say this right now. Square Enix needs to put the Final Fantasy brand away.
Yeah, for a while, for a real
For
long.
a long
Sleep on
while.
that.
They either need to focus on new IPs or start pushing the Dragon Quest series again. Square, at the very least, on the Dragon Quest side, the Dragon Quest games are always still consistent and good. Final Fantasy hasn't been good since Final Fantasy X.
Just waiting for Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts
They did rehashing the same shit over and over again.
No. There's a trailer for Kingdom Hearts. I'm giving it a tentative release date of 2032.
Fucking God.
It may slip and go to 2040, but
Fuck y'all, man. Seriously.
they've shown
They seem to take forever with those
they've
games.
shown gameplay footage of it, a gameplay trailer where it shows supposedly the actual gameplay the way it's supposed to look. But according to Square, they're very early in development for it still.
What the fuck you gonna do? Add Marvel characters and add Star Wars characters too just because they fucking Disney? Come on.
Listen, they're doing what they want to do.
It's
They're gonna
their
take
game.
forever.
It's their franchise.
Listen,
Don't fucking promote anything if you ain't fucking like 75% complete or at least 50.
listen,
Shit.
it's gonna come out when the Final Fantasy VII remake comes out.
Yeah.
Which is 2032.
Yeah, didn't when this was been released that fucking remake?
Yeah, I'm
They
good.
said the trailer that like
Listen.
last year.
Rumor is that Final Fantasy VII remake is taking longer to work and make than they expected because in their heads they thought it was a really good idea to change it from a turn-based battle system and instead of just making it a remake of the original game with updated graphics, with updated graphics and
They want to
maybe a slightly updated battle system. They decided to make it a
whole new game.
Basically, it uses it's basically free roaming combat, kind of hack and slash.
No.
Kind of like they're basically using a combat system akin to Final Fantasy 15's. Supposedly the game is going to be episodic, and according to them, they're not even sure they're going to finish it if they put it out.
Shit is
Which
trash.
which is even more stupid. Like, all right, you're gonna put this much time, effort, and resource into it.
Money, especially money.
Yeah, and you're not gonna. When you drop it, you're still not gonna. You're still not sure if you're gonna finish the entire story.
So they're gonna give you like 80% of the game.
Not even.
So oh my god, like 65.
They're saying something close to half or to a quarter.
Wow.
And they're doing it episodically. They're saying the episodes are taking longer than they were expecting. The first episode is taking longer than they were expecting.
What is this, Dragon Ball?
So, don't expect Final Fantasy VII anytime soon. Don't expect Kingdom Hearts anytime soon. I mean, for Final Fantasy 15, we had to wait almost 10 years before it actually happened. Back when it was Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Oh
Yeah, so, and then you had to wait about 10 years before it actually dropped as an actual Final Fantasy game. So, yeah, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. You'll be dead for a very long time. If you really want to play a really good RPG, especially a JRPG, just buy Persona 5. It'll hold you down. You'll be happy. It's good. Do that. And whatever extra money you have, buy Yakuza games. They're fucking great. It's like mob stories and then like these really weird side stories that go along with it. It's amazing.
Any final thoughts?
Oh, I brought this album. It's by a band called Entrails. They're a Swedish death metal band. The album is called World Inferno. If you like old school thrashy death metal, I highly recommend this album. It's straight way through banger. The production kind of sucks. When I first heard it, I heard it on YouTube or on my television. So television speakers aren't exactly the greatest. But once I put it into my iPod and I listened it through my headphones, it sounded a lot better. It's a dope album. If you like Swedish death metal, there's nothing melodic about this shit. So if you're expecting some like melodic Swedish death metal type shit, no. This is old school, straight up thrashy, Swedish death metal. Like all the songs are about killing or the world about to die. Look, these are the names for all the songs: World Inferno, Condemned to the Grave, Serial Murder, Death Squad, The Soul Collector, Dead and Buried, Insane Slaughter, Into Eternal Fire, Suffer, The Hour of the Casket, and The Blood Breed. So if those titles don't turn you on to this shit, you don't listen to death metal. Copy. It's a great fucking album.
Sounds like a very cheerful record.
It definitely
the titles.
It definitely puts me in a good mood. I like it. I'm gonna definitely cop more of their albums. I'm gonna see their back catalog, and I'll probably go cop more of their albums. So
this is the best shit right here. Wherever are you from?
Trash. But yeah, cop Trails if you're into death metal. Also, Thursday How the Third put out a new album. It's called Skillmatic. I heard most of it. It's fucking great. He has a lot of dope collaborations on there. He has Prodigy from Mobb Deep on there. He has Mayhem Loren. He has Master Fool back. I love Master Fool, so he has Master Fool on one of the songs. It's a great fucking album. Everything I heard from it, I really love. And like I said, if you like New York hip hop, if you like that old school boom bap type shit, and you like super ignorant nigga rap, Thursday How the Third, Skillmatic. Yeah. I think that's the end of the podcast. We don't got nothing else to talk about. Yeah. That was about it.
I mean, one more thing. Just going off a music thing. If you like old 90s style alternative rock, kicked in with a little bit of Every Time I Die style into it, check out a band called the 68. They're about 2 albums in. It's a duo. First album is called In Humor and Sadness, and second record, which is their current one, is called 2 Parts Viper. If you like Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Queens of the Stone Age, and mixed up with the same power, frenetic energy of Every Time I Die, and that style of Every Time I Die, you're really gonna like the 68. I suggest you give them a shot. YouTube the fucker. Spotify, I don't care how you hear it, just hear it. It's really good. I was surprised. Just give them a listen.
Yeah. We out of here.
Bye.
Peace.